Greetings, greetings, beautiful ones. How are you doing and how are you being? Yes, I am Sonya, the founder of Empowered Sovereign, and I welcome you to New Earth Magic. The High Priestess remembers our galactic origins. So, beautiful ones, before we begin, let us close our eyes. Begin to breathe in your life force. Begin to relax your mind. Relax your body. Relax your emotions. Completely relax into this space. This is a space where all of us will be able to reach higher levels of consciousness. And how do we do that? We do that by relaxing and not being fearful, not being anxious. So continue to breathe in. Visualize your heart right now, pulsating with white crystalline light that is clearing any fear, that is clearing any anxiety. As we continue to breathe, feeling peaceful, being safe. So now just continue to breathe regular. This is a natural practice that everyone can do to bring you back to your center. So we are in this space about to receive a transmission, helping us to elevate our consciousness in this time and space, for our soul has led us here. Allow us to receive enlightenment. Allow us to hear with our clear audience. Allow us to hear, see, know, feel, taste, touch with all of our natural gifts that all of humanity has. Breathe it in. Let us lead with our hearts, feel with our hearts, love with our hearts, knowing that all is well and all is divine. Yes, beautiful ones, you can open your eyes. So, beautiful ones, this is an exciting time because we are learning about the parts of ourselves that none of us, we really don't, or we really didn't know, but on a soul level, we do know. Now, for your average human being, this is a little far out for people. Yes. What can I say? People will believe through movies, okay? Through books that they read, okay? They will gravitate towards, as I said, the movies and books. But I just want to share with you, this is what I have been told, because I receive downloads just like you, is that those movies that we all watch, those movies have messages, and those messages are to help you remember you. It is to help you to remember that, yes, once upon a time, you did exist on a different planet. You did exist on a different star. Yes. Because our soul is immortal. Okay? So if you think that this life experience and we are the only forms of life, then that means you have a limited viewpoint of all life. Okay? We are a form of life. But this is the, I would say, tricky part of it, because our human mind cannot comprehend such elevated information about you. Yeah, the human part. Okay, just the human part. Now, because we have elevated so much, a lot of us human beings are waking up. We are dreaming. We are getting visions. We are receiving downloads. Yes, we are. Now, I want to talk about that image right there. Now, that image, of course, is a AI generated image, but nevertheless, dear ones, let me make it bigger. Nevertheless, this is how we receive energy. It comes in through our crown. As you see all of that beautiful light coming through her crown, this is how we receive downloads. This is how we receive information. Everything comes through the crown. And when we were born, every one of us, we have a space on the top of our head that was open because we were still receiving our soul's purpose. Everything is genetic energy. We are energy. This is why I place this image here, because it depicts energy. It depicts how we receive energy through the crown. So when we receive this energy, because we are a finite essence, and the infinite is the universe, it is the earth, it is the galaxies. It's not just earth, okay? Earth is one portion of us. Now, I always speak about we encompass the whole, but we do encompass the whole, and we bilocate. This is our true essence. So this image, as I said, it is an AI generated image, but it shows how we do receive downloads and information and energetic downloads. Yes, all the time when you're open. Yes, you do. So I just wanted to let you know that, because we are an energetic force before you are the body. Okay? We have this human experience so we can remember that we are the universe. Yes. That we encompass the whole, that we are infinite, that we are immortal. So when we leave this earthly plane, we move on to another experience. How do I know such things? Because this is a part of my mission to educate those souls who are seeking, who are learning about their galactic origins. When we have all type of ancestral traumas taking place, such as I'm trying to think of one really. Well, I'm going to hit some of the human diseases that we have, such as diabetes, such as arthritis, such as bipolar disorder. Okay, these are all human diseases, but we carry from our lineage whatever type of trauma that we have experienced from another lifetime, because we are that same soul. Yes, we are the same soul reincarnating in a different form, a different body, a different lifetime. Yes. So if you want to take notes on this, go for it, because this is a part of what your soul has desired to hear. This is a download. This is a transmission, so you can understand that you are immortal, that you are the infinite. And every obstacle that you may be going through right now, it can seem pretty silly when you know that you are the infinite, when you know that you are the universe. Yes, when you know such things, all of those little arguments and disagreements that you had with other people, they seem very insignificant. But it is a part of the life journey of you elevating, of you understanding that that person that you are having a disagreement with is really a part of you. Okay? Write that down as well, because our human mind likes to separate everything. That is one of the conditioning imprints that all of humanity has. We think we're separate, but we're not. No. And I can just share with you that every single soul is empathic. This is why most people, not all, because I have found out that we have different degrees of empathic abilities. Yeah, we have different degrees of it, because we have all been created with the same divine essence. Okay? All of us. So if we have the same divine essence, that means we are all sentient, empathic beings, meaning that we sense, we feel emotions. When I get sad because you witness a pet getting hurt, another person feels sad as well, because we're sentient beings, right? Makes sense? So that's a universal expression to feel that way. Because what did I say? We encompass the whole, and we are all one mind. We're one mind, yet the source of all life fractalized itself into you, into me, into your sister, into your brother, to your mother, your father, your cousins, your enemies, the dog, the cat. Yes, the source fractalized itself to experience this beautiful life. And it is a beautiful life when you know who you are. This is all what this life journey is about. It is about us remembering our infinite selves. And when you do remember your infinite selves, you begin to experience more joy, more excitement, love, rich relationships, magic, synchronicity. You begin to experience the oneness that you are. Yes, this is what is happening when you know who you are. So that image, as I just said, it's showing the energetic downloads that we all receive. Yeah. You receive downloads when you're open. When you're not open, you don't receive as many downloads because you're not open. But whatever you signed up for, that's another thing. We all have signed up. When we have incarnated and reincarnated in each lifetime. And because we have signed up, this is how we grow and evolve. And we help the whole human species elevate the planet. This is what is happening, beautiful ones. So I will share a brief little parts of from what I have remembered in that video that I just shared in the beginning. Those were images that my soul has shown me so I can show you. So you need to realize as well that you are here on Earth and you have many aspects of yourself on Earth and throughout the galaxy. Yes, as a matter of fact, every aspect of you is helping you to fulfill your mission, your purpose. So when you realize that you have a mission, you have a purpose, then guess what happens? You begin to start realizing the synchronicities in your life. You start awakening to the people that you communicate with. You begin to really take notice because you are now aligning to your purpose. Because this life journey, as I said, is all about us remembering. Yeah, it's about us remembering. So we have many species. We have our ancestral selves, which are us, beautiful ones. Yes, they are us. We are descendants. We are hybrids. We are fractals of these ancestors. And we are here. When you begin to wake up more parts of yourself, we are bringing the ancestral knowledge to Earth in this lifetime. Now, I'm going to touch on the planet or the star, the constellation Lyra. I had lifetimes in Lyra and Sirius. And I want to speak about Vega. So Vega, everything, if you like yoga, if you are into eating foods that are nutrient dense, that are live, what else? If you are concerned with the well-being of the planet, the well-being of yourself and others, these are characteristics of Vega and Lyra. Now, let me see. And Vega has, from what I have been told from my soul, blue skin. So if you have watched Avatar, those are how the Vegan people looked, similar to that, with the blue skin. Now, I'm mentioning this because we have a huge population on the earth that is very health conscious. They are conscious with the food that they eat. We have a lot of yogis. All right. This is all Vega. This is all helping to ease the mind, to bring balance. These types of practices were brought to us from Vega, but a lot of us aren't aware of that because we don't research it. We don't know. We're caught up in the human experience, which is good, but when you begin to elevate, this is people who are seeking. They are doing the inner work. They're seeking within themselves to know that there's more to this life experience. There's more to me. I've been here before. Yes, this is why I'm having this New Earth Magic, this live stream, because your soul wanted to remember this. Yes. So this is why we're having it. So if you, as I just said, health conscious, eating, you don't want to hurt people, you don't want to kill people, you don't want to kill any animals. That's where we get the being a vegetarian, being a vegan. It all comes from the constellation Vega. They were very connected to the mind, body, spirit experience, bringing balance. This is where our meditation, this is where I said the yoga comes in, where we are quieting the mind. We are listening. We are understanding, because guess what? We are, as I said earlier, the universe. So we are connecting with ourselves. Now, I'm just going to share with you, when I was a little girl, I didn't know anything about what I'm telling you. But because I have been seeking my entire life, and when you seek, this is how you elevate yourself, is by seeking. So from a very young child, I have had experiences that was out of this world, okay? You could not explain it. And I thought this was a normal thing. As a matter of fact, every night I would recall myself leaving Earth. Yeah, every night, every single night. And guess what? Every single night, we all do this. We all leave Earth as our physical body is resting. Your immortal soul is traveling to wherever it wants to travel to learn, to finish doing whatever your mission is. That is what is happening. So actually, you are awake. As a matter of fact, you're never asleep. Your body's sleeping. Okay? Your body is resting. Your body is repairing itself for the next day's journey. This is why it's important to get your 8 hours sleep. Some people don't get 8 hours sleep, and I'm one of those people who do not get 8 hours sleep. Because when you begin to raise your frequency, you begin to get more vitality, and you don't need 8 hours sleep anymore. You really do not, because you're very energized. Like right now, I'm very energized, and I get up practically every morning around 4:30, and I'm ready to go because I am full of energy. So I can just share with you that we all, when we sleep, your body is resting, it is repairing itself, and your immortal soul is traveling, probably to your original star. It could be traveling to other parts of Earth. But you yourself would have to meditate. This is if you're a seeker and you want to learn about your immortal part of yourself that, as I said, is traveling and learning and just doing what it needs to do, because our essence can bilocate. Yeah. So there are many, many aspects of you. When I say many, I'm talking hundreds of you. So I can just remember as a child, a very young child, and I'm getting a vision right now. I would see my body in the bed, and I would see my etheric body floating above. And then I would go to the door. I would open the door, and I would leave this earthly plane and go to another galaxy. Yes. So this happens to all of us. Yeah, it does. Now, some of us, and I have experienced it many times when I was younger. I don't experience it now because I believe I have mastered that part of myself. But we all experience paralysis, sleep paralysis. So that happens because you wake up or you get afraid and your body jumps back while your etheric body, Your astral body is still in the dream, but your physical body, because you're afraid or you woke up or something happened, your body jumps back in those other bodies that we have. They have to come back in too, because we have many bodies. We have a mental body, emotional body, an astral body, a causal body, an etheric body. That's the one that's close to the physical body. So this is what we do every night. Our immortal soul is working, traveling, helping, doing, seeing. Whatever your soul mission is, that is what it's doing. Okay? So that is something that I feel is necessary to know about yourself. So you don't get afraid. Yeah. The reason why humanity is so behind in its evolution as far as knowing about itself is because humanity is afraid. Humanity is afraid of everything. Okay? But when you can understand, when you can elevate, when you can raise your vibration and understand that you are the universe, then those fears fade away because there's nothing to fear. There's not one thing to fear. Just letting you know that. So, as I said, I could remember as a very young child traveling every night. And I was excited to go to sleep as a child because I would be dreaming, because that's what we're supposed to. We are supposed to dream, because when we dream, we are actually creating our reality. Okay? But when we get older, during our life journey, we forget things, right? We forget a lot of things. But we are here to remember these parts of ourselves so we can understand ourselves. So I'm here to also share with you that I remember parts of myself in different times and spaces. I remember certain things that we could do, telepathy, levitation, stuff like that. I remember myself meditating on a mountain in Tibet. Yes. These are the types of memories that we get when you seek. But if you don't seek, then of course you're not going to get any of these type of memories. They're all memories of your life journey. So we have the Lyran constellation, the Lyran beings, and the Lyrans are supposed to be the ancestors that seeded Earth. Now we have the blue avians as well. So just depending on whatever memory you have, these are my memories, but these ancestral people were the first on Earth to seed the Earth, to help Earth become populated. And the Lyrans were more masculine dominated. And what else? Their traits are courage. They love music. They love humor. They love dancing. They love athletics. They're very creative. And they love to do things their way. Yes. And they have a big heart. Yes. The Lyrans are courageous. They love to create everything. That's the Lyrans. And what else I want to share about the Lyrans? So if you feel courageous, if you're creative, if you have a big heart, then these are some of the characteristics of a Lyran being. So what I'm being told right now is that majority of humanity has the Lyran DNA running through your veins because they were the first to seed planet Earth. Okay, so we even have, what did I say? The blue avians. The blue avians, what am I picking up on that? They are a very primal, ancestral lineage. That's all I know about them. I cannot, say anything else. I just know that they are a primal, ancestral lineage they're very intelligent, and I know they went through some wars. They had to elevate to get to where they are now. And I have a thing with birds. I mean, I love birds. So this is the blue avian. So I'm bringing that up. If you love birds, that means you have some connection to the blue avian race. Yeah, I love birds. But we have Orion, we have Arcturus, we have Andromeda, we have the Pleiades, we have Canis Minor and Canis Major. If you like dogs, you may have had some lifetimes in these dog states. Yeah. If you love dogs, you love dogs, you have a dog or you have several dogs, you have some connection to Canis Minor, Canis Major. You might even have a connection to Sirius. Now, Sirius, we have Sirius A and B, and we had aquatic Sirians, because I know I've had an aquatic, I can't even say that right, lifetimes. And what I want to share about Sirius is that this is something very significant that humanity does not know. And I investigated into this. So every man on planet Earth that has a receding hairline, okay, you're losing your hair. I'm letting you know. The reason why that takes place is because you have a dominant Syrian genetic code running through you. The receding hairline is a aquatic DNA sequence that runs through all of humanity. So for every man, okay, that has the receding hairline, that is what that is. And there's women that have receding hairline on the side of the temples. That's another Syrian trait of having a aquatic life experience. That DNA is dominant, it is strong. So it comes through on the life of, or the life experience on Earth. So we see we're always trying to, at least the men, they wear the toupees, they don't want to be bald. But in essence, that's a memory. That's a, as I said, it is a dominant DNA trait from Sirius. Now, it can, I'm getting Sirius. I just know about Sirius. Now, as I say that, I'm picking up, it can be any aquatic civilization, like Mintonka. That's an aquatic civilization as well. That's in Orion. But I'm just letting you know that the people that have receding hairlines, that is the reason. Because that genetic, it is so strong. It's coming through on Earth. Now it's a dominant Syrian genetic lifetimes myself. Yeah, I have that in the temples because of the aquatic life experience was so dominant. It's coming over into the earth experience because what did I say? We are immortal. So it's coming through. So that's really a memory. It's a memory because it's a part of your DNA. So we think it's something wrong with us, but it's really a distant lifetime from another star or constellation. So I wanted to share that. So there's nothing wrong with you. That's just you are a Syrian or some type of aquatic. You had an aquatic life experience on another star. And so the hair is receded because they didn't have hair there. You see what I'm saying? So it's that dominant genetic ancestral DNA is going to show up here on Earth. And when it shows up, what it's really doing is it's a memory to help you remember that. Well, a lot of people will not remember that. They just think that something's wrong with them. Why am I losing my hair? Okay, so I'm just here to share with you that. We have, what did I say? We have so many other constellations that we are unaware of that, like, I can't even tell you. I can just tell you what I'm telling you because we are so vast. Yes, we are. And when you start to seek, dear ones, to learn about your galactic origins, it helps you to understand this life that you are living here on Earth. It just makes everything clear. Yeah, it does. So, as I said, the vegans, blue skin, all about the mind, body, spirit. They don't want to hurt anybody. Okay? They don't want to cause any fights. It's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about being balanced. It's all about elevating the planet, helping one another. Yes. Now we have as well, we have the Lumerians. Now these are actual civilizations that were on Earth. We have Mu, and Mu is known for its mountains, the mountaintops. And what I'm picking up on Mu is the people, they weren't solid people. They were like transparent. They were like more of an energy. Yeah. They were more of an energy. And they worked as one. Yeah. But I'm picking up the mountains. I'm picking up the air essence, the wind. Yeah, I'm picking up that. And what else we have? I said Lumeria, right? Lumeria was more of a feminine energy. And I'm picking up as well that the Lumerians, what I'm picking up, they were not solid form either. They were more of a transparent. I'm picking up, they were more like a labradorite type of color, like a multicolor, like transparent. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up. And their whole concept was oneness. Oneness. They did everything as one. So if you feel that energy of oneness, that means you're picking up the Lumerian energy of oneness, working together, collaborating, helping one another, having love in the heart. Yes, that is a Lumerian trait. Yes, it is. So I'm trying to think what is next. We have Atlantis. Yes, Atlantis. I'm telling you right now, I'm being told to tell you, look in the mirror. When you look in the mirror, you are looking at Atlantis, because Atlantis was most certainly a masculine dominated society. They loved sports. Yep. They were masters of telepathy, levitation. They were masters of the sun and the moon and the stars. And everything that you see now on Earth, it was on Atlantis. Yes. All of the sports, dancing. What else? Horticulture, our trees, our vegetation. This is all Atlantis, all of it. Even the wars, even its demise. We see what's happening here on Earth. These are reflections. These are remnants of Atlantis. So everything that you see within you, guess what? It is from Atlantis. Yes, it is. So they crack me up with the myth this, the myth that. They have to say it's myths. But what did I say in the beginning? If you think you're the only species on this planet, then you are sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken, because we have many life forms and we are the descendants. We are actually them here, because what did I say? We bilocate. Okay. And we have many aspects of ourselves, because what? We encompass the whole. And when you encompass the whole, you pick up higher information from yourself. It's you. You're picking up yourself in another planet, on another plane of existence, because we encompass the whole. Yeah. So it can be confusing, but this live stream is just to allow you to understand that you have other aspects of yourself that is helping you to complete your purpose. And your purpose, well, the universal purpose is to learn how to, or get back to the true essence of who you are, which is love. Yeah. So you're traveling up the tree of knowledge, learning about you. This is why we reincarnate here so many times, so we can learn. Yes, we have to learn. And that's what we're doing. So if you have any deja vu moments, if you like sci-fi movies, what else? These are all memories. These are memories to help you to remember that you had a lifetime, or you had several lifetimes. Anything that you like, it is a memory. Okay? So if you watch the movie Star Wars, for those who watch Star Wars, that is a memory. If you liked it, that's because it's a memory. It is a memory from several lifetimes that you have had, because we encompass the whole. We are a virtual library. We hold all of the ancient information of Earth. All of it is within us. We are literally information. We are literally receivers and, hey, what is this? Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me put another image up. Yeah, another image. Yeah. So we are receivers of informations, transmitters, and receivers. Okay. We are technology itself. So, you know what? I'm not going to go too much further, because you know what? It is a lot to take in. But what you need to take from this live stream is that there are many aspects of you, okay, on different planets. As I spoke about Sirius, okay, I spoke about Sirius. Sirius is a part, is flowing within our veins, okay. Sirius is another part of us that's helping us right now to elevate, okay. Sirius is all about technology. It's all about love. It's about opening your heart. It's about you understanding that you are the ancestors, okay? So when you do meditate, you are receiving information from yourself, okay? Yourself, because what did I say? We have many aspects of ourselves. Because what did I say again? We're the universe. We encompass the whole. We are immortal. Okay? We are immortal. And we can heal anything when we begin to remember who we are. I'm not saying you're going to heal it overnight, because it's a process. It's a process. And every step that you take on this life journey, we are supposed to be appreciating it. We are supposed to be learning from it, growing from it, and helping each person on the way. Yes, I know that's what I'm doing. So as much as the more that I learn is the more that I share. So I've been doing more of my podcasts, but I have a signature of the soul session that can help to align you to your galactic origin, helping you to maintain a natural rhythm. First, you got to find your rhythm because you got to find out who you are. Yeah, you do. You got to find out who you are. This is very, in my opinion, exciting. It's very fascinating. And when you tap into this type of energy, I'm here to tell you, you do begin to start healing. Yes, you begin to heal. You begin to see the world in a different light. Yes, you do. Because you are now aligning to you. Okay. So, as I said, it's very fascinating. I have Lyran and Syrian ancestry that I'm aware of. And I know that the Lyrans and Syrians we are the explorers. Like I love to explore. I love to travel. We have traveled the whole galaxy. Okay. So I know the Lyrans went to the Pleiades. Yeah, the Lyrans went to Andromeda. I know we got the Andromeda galaxy. We are those ancestors. That's what you need to know. We are the ancestors. Okay. So I laugh a little bit because we get so afraid of the alien, the alien, alien. And I'm like, you are the alien. You are the alien. It's okay. So don't be afraid of the alien. Okay. Now, just like here on Earth, we have light and dark, right? Don't we? We have light and dark. Well, it's the same on all the other planets as well. They have light and dark as well. But Sirius and what else? Arcturus. They have ascended, like they have elevated their planet. So because they have elevated their planet, they have more light. As a matter of fact, I want to say it's all light. I'm picking that up right now. But do not be afraid of any alien races unless you're dibbling and dabbling with the dense, dark, parts that want to keep you in illusion, right? And confused and all that. If you're dipping and dabbling in that type of stuff, then yeah, you need to be afraid because you are what am I'm trying to say, right? It's just like, okay, here on Earth, would you go hang out in places where, there's activity going on, like murders and drugs, and would you do that? So it's the same with them. Would you do that as well? I mean, let's have some common sense. So you hang with the people you vibrate with. Remember that. Vibrate. Everything is about vibration. Everything is about vibration. Our Earth, Mother Earth, has raised her vibration. And when it rains, you know what's happening? Mother Earth is cleansing the earth. She is ridding the earth from the toxicity. Yes, from all of what humanity talks about. When humanity is crying, yeah, a collective crying, Mother Earth reigns because she's clearing that. Our water is very powerful. All of our elements are powerful. Okay? Nothing that was created, it was not created by chance. Everything is a divine orchestration. Every single thing. Okay? Everything. So when you are seeking, if you are, you will receive downloads, because I can just share with you. Let me see when this was. This had to be, maybe it was 2000. I want to say it was 2010. I received a major download. I was standing at my window, and I kid you not, I can tell you so many stories that happened to me. I received, just like in this image. Let me put this image back up. You see this image? You see how all that energy is coming through her head? Well, I received something just like that. I was standing at the window, and all this energy came through the window. So I guess it came through the window, and I guess it came through my third eye, but I can actually feel, yes, I could feel the energy like coming into my body. Like I received a major download, because I'm a seeker. Okay. I'm a seeker, and I was seeking. So when that happens, that's what happens. Oops, put that back. Yeah, that's what happens. So just know, dear ones, I'm kind of jumping all over the place. But just know, again, what you need to know is that you are the ancestors here on earth right now. Okay. As I just said, when you have deja vu moments, that's your memory trying to get to help you remember. Yeah, something that is important. You're only going to be told what is important, what is necessary. You're not going to know everything, because guess what? We don't need to know everything, because I'm here to tell you, we have had many lifetimes, hundreds, okay? Hundreds of lifetimes. And I have tapped into my Akashic records and have seen myself as many things. Yeah. And when I did it, I didn't know at first. I didn't know that was my Akashic records. Yeah, that I tapped into. But I'm just sharing with you. We are so fascinating. We are so vast. And it's nothing to fear. That's another thing I want you to know. It's nothing to fear. Okay? See, we have been programmed to fear everything. So when we do fear and you start to venture out and learn new things, guess what happens? Then the church wants to ridicule you, right? Your family, who else? Everybody, if you're doing something that's outside the box and not like the ordinary, oh yeah, people gonna have an opinion about you and tell you, you shouldn't be doing that. You should. Who are them to tell you what you should or should not do? If you're following your heart, which I'm going to tell you right now, you have to heart discern everything. And I mean everything. That means when you're going to college and what they have the sororities and they do all these ridiculous things. I consider it to be ridiculous. You got to heart discern those things. Do I really want to do that? Do I really want to pledge and all these things? So we have to heart discern everything, We're not supposed to be followers. Okay? Yeah, we're not. We're supposed to be our own leader. Yeah. We are supposed to follow what the Creator has given us. The Creator has given all of us our own gifts. And one of our gifts is you being unique, being different. Yeah, that's our greatness. That's our greatness. We are not meant to be the same. Okay? Now, I'm saying all these things, And if you're not a seeker, you probably could care less. But I'm here to tell you, we are fascinating beings, energetic essences, immortal, okay? And you can heal anything when you start to know who you are. So, as I said, or I'm saying right now, with all of what's happening in the world, please do not allow it to make you afraid. Please do not, because that is what it's meant to do. And what is happening, our earth goes through cycles of war, it goes through cycles of peace. We go through cycles of storms, okay? We go through cycles of all of these things. And because we are in a new cycle, a new beginning, that means we have more alignment. Remember that word. I always say, remember the word alignment. So we have more alignment taking place on the planet. So when you have more alignment, beautiful ones, this is what happens. You're able to move more efficiently. Okay. You're able to do things without any, barriers, because for so long we've been living under these conditions that told us we can't do certain things, we can't say certain things. How dare you do this and that? I mean, really. But we are now in a cycle of the leader. We are free. We have always been free, but it's more alignment, and it's energetic, which we need to know about our energetic selves. Okay, so I'm here to tell you again that you are the ancestors, okay, here on earth, and you have other parts of you on stars and galaxies that when you meditate, as you see that woman there, receive, it comes through the crown chakra here. You receive a download or you hear a message. But this is why, like my site, I'm all about being a clear channel by doing the inner work. So you can be a strong foundation, because you want to receive information from the high vibrational parts of yourself, not the lower parts, because the lower parts is all about fear. It's all about illusion. It's all about, I can't do this, I can't do that. That's the lower aspects of us that's telling you, no, stay, don't do that. Yeah, I can share more stories, but I don't share all of my stories unless you're part of the sacred circle, because this is how we elevate, is when we do share our stories, because it helps other people to remember. Yeah, to remember their ancient selves. Okay, beautiful ones. So I said a lot. I jumped around a lot. It wasn't too organized. But as I said, the takeaway is you are the ancient ones here on earth, bringing back the ancient wisdom that you have forgotten. Yes, you have forgotten yourself. And me being a messenger, I'm here to help you remember that, because I remember parts of myself. Yes, as I said, as a child, every night, every single night, every one of us, we travel back to our original star for whatever your mission is. This is what we do. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Everything is a divine plan. Okay? So If anybody is interested in Signature of the Soul, as I said, there's so much about us. And for me, it's fascinating. It's fascinating. But you can't be afraid. This is the part of humanity. Humanity is always afraid. Yeah, afraid because we haven't done it before. Most of us haven't done it before. But when you start to seek and you start to learn and you start to heal, yeah, this is another thing. Heal. Don't take any medication anymore. I can't even tell you when I took some medication. Yeah, you're looking at a person. I walk. Yeah, I walk. I try to the best of my ability to eat better. Yes, I do. But I don't believe in synthetic medication. Yeah, I don't. So, beautiful ones, this is it. I'm going to end the live stream, but just know that there are many aspects of you. Okay? We are all one, but we are also a individualized essence of the creator, okay, of source. And we're here learning to love, to grow, to expand, and to realize who we are. Yeah. We're not meant to be fighting and screaming and hollering and trying to prove who's right and who's wrong and all that business. No, no, no. We're not meant to be doing all that, but it does happen, right? It does happen along on this journey because we're trying to figure it out. But because we are more in alignment now, we are learning to have self-love. We are learning to love ourselves. And how do we do that? Well, oops, I'm about to lose the. Okay. How do we do that? We do that by making sure that you're doing the things you love. Okay. That's it in a nutshell. Do the things you love. Go dance. Go walk in the park. Go eat foods that are colorful and alive with no processed sugars. Yeah, none of that stuff. Do some yoga. I said dance, right? Rollerblade, swim, travel the world, have a deep conversation with somebody. Yeah, these are the things that we love. Okay? If you do those things, you're going to see a shift in your life. Don't complain. No, that's not going to get you anywhere. Don't complain. And if you do complain, ask yourself, why am I complaining? Yeah, because it's time for us to elevate. All right, beautiful ones, I'm going to end this live stream, but I will place a link if anybody wants to have a signature of the soul session. I'm not doing my hypnosis sessions because I have been told to do present moment sessions such as the breakthrough, where we are, as I said, learning right now, your gifts, why you're here, your mission. Why do I say certain things? Who are the people you're talking to? What are the conversations you're having? All of these things are relevant. Yeah. We do not want to waste our energy on people, places, and things that do not elevate us. No, we just do not want to do that. That is not the cycle that we're in. We are in a cycle of the leader, and the leader pushes through to make sure that everyone is safe and everyone is doing well. Yeah. We help one another. All right, beautiful ones. So if you feel like you are a Sirian being, okay, if you feel like you can feel that Lyran energy flowing through your blood vessels, that means you have courage. That means you love to travel. That means you like to do things your way. That's a Lyran trait. Yeah, they're fierce. They're warriors. They're kind and compassionate, and they stand their ground. Yeah. That's why we have the lion, right? Because the lion does not back down for anything. All right. So I think I may have another one of these with my community, but I'm just here to share with you that we are very fascinating beings. And the more that you know about your infinite self, the better. You will be able to see through those illusions. Everything that has been told to us has been tainted with not true things, okay? So we are waking up. We are waking up and tuning into our hearts. Yes, our heart, dear ones. Yeah. If you didn't know about the heart, you need to start tuning into this heart, because it is because of this heart that I'm speaking of is why you are living. Yeah. We don't pay attention to the heart. Yeah. The heart, dear ones. The heart. Man, the heart takes the load off everyone. The heart goes through everything, right? And I'm going to just say this quickly and then end, because I'm telling you, I could just go on and on so much. But why do you think in America we have so much heart disease, huh? Why do you think? Hypertension, right? Tachycardia, bradycardia, heart blocks. We have all this cardiovascular disease. And I'm going to tell you on a spiritual perspective why. It's because we don't do what we love. We do other things such as complain, judge, point the finger, criticize, but we don't do what we love. So when we start doing what we love here in America, I'm speaking of America, then you're going to see a big change in your life, because we are meant to do what we love, not what we don't love, what we love. So we've got to get back to the heart of the matter, because you matter. Okay? You matter. So start doing what you love. Start seeking within. Yeah, seek within, beautiful ones. And I'm here to tell you, you will find that treasure. That is you. All right, beautiful ones. Sonya from Empowered Sovereign, the founder, the host of the Treasures You podcast, wishing you love, wishing you light, and knowing that you are powerful beyond measure. Take care.